Turn. Is this season 2 or is this just the return? Maybe we had like a mid-season finale with Aaron Ladd, and now we're bringing the season back because we got Harold here.
Well, Netflix and all that, they call it season 2 whenever they come back. So we're season
They
2.
do that like break. Maybe this is like Ozark, Rob. You know how Ozark, they showed a little bit of the season and then they came back. Harold, did you watch Ozark?
Of course.
You did watch Ozark.
Yeah.
I watched one episode. I normally have a belief that you got to watch 3 episodes of a show to make it. I watched one episode of Ozark and I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening here.
I mean, they all died. No, I'm joking. Well, a lot of people thought they should have died at the end, but they somehow survived. I guess that's kind of the premise of the whole story. Sorry, spoiler alert. Nobody.
You spoiled. So you're before a minute in.
Sorry,
you spoiled.
I just didn't realize. Yeah.
You've already spoiled the show. Bink, what was the last show you watched?
Hard Knocks last night.
Detroit Lions.
Hey, Malcolm Rodriguez, shout out to him because
Rodrigo.
I used to cover him in Oklahoma at my last mark. He's a tiny town called Wagner, Oklahoma.
He likes to hit.
He can play.
They call him Rodrigo. He loves it.
Yeah,
I can't believe no one ever called him that at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, no.
So what we do here on Beers with Bink, this is the premise of this podcast. What we do is we get 6 beers that Binkley's never had before.
Okay.
We drink them. We then give our rating of them, and then at the end we rate them.
0 to 10.
Yeah,
like
9.1. We do decibels too, so it's real scientific,
we're precise,
real fine here.
Oklahoma State just got their own craft beer. More and more of these colleges are getting craft beer sponsors.
Okay,
now they can, but Oklahoma State's got 1890 beer because that's when it was founded or whatever. So they're all doing craft beer sponsors now. So they're bringing that because as they go to more and more beer at these college stadiums, they're getting these craft beer sponsors.
And then we ask 6 random questions while over the course of drinking these beers to learn more. I guess we're already starting here. So you used to work in Tulsa. Is that where you were before you came to Kansas City? Or
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, before I was Kansas City, I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma at the CBS affiliate there. So 6.5 years.
All right. How much of it, how much coverage percentage is Sooners versus everything else?
Well, you got to factor in during the winter, we have Thunder. So when I was there,
good point.
I mean, you had Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, like prime Durant, Westbrook, Harden.
So every year you guys thought you could win a
So Thunder was actually probably more of a percentage than Sooners. But when it comes to straight college, I would say it's like 70 Sooners, 35 Oklahoma State, 5 Tulsa.
What about Dallas Cowboys? Because down in Oklahoma, they all talk Cowboys
Dallas,
all the time.
To take NFL in our quadrant of Oklahoma, it was, let's say, about the same. It was about 65, 70 Dallas, 30, 35 Chiefs.
Oh, so there are some Chiefs fans in
Oklahoma. There's a lot of Chiefs
in Dallas, and then
Chiefs in Dallas. Yeah, like every time the Chiefs would play to Dallas, we'd make sure to go to that game because I went to Arrowhead for one, and then I went down to Jerry's World for another. So
give us one story of going to watch an Oklahoma City Thunder game. I actually saw Kobe play twice in Oklahoma City. So
well, one was Kobe. I got to watch his next to last game there in Oklahoma City. That was a pretty special moment. Oscar Robertson was there today. Westbrook tried the triple-double reference. Got the MVP. That was a good moment too. But
did you get a chance to interview
Oscar Robertson?
Yeah.
No, he was.
Okay.
He was
I don't know if you was the TV guy.
Yeah, no, he kind of got laid off to the side. The most interesting game though for me, it was one that was a loss. It was the one where Golden State with Kevin Durant came back. After he got traded, and the cupcakes, and everybody there hated Kevin Durant with a passion that was like bedlam level. Like, we don't like you. They had one kid brought his little kid there, and he was dressed up as a cupcake. It was. We had signs like somebody said, "I came all the way from Australia to boo you." Like, that was an intense atmosphere. Of course, Golden State ended up winning by like 20 in that game or something like that. But that was in a very intense atmosphere. But there was the Western Conference Finals when they played San Antonio. The crowds were always really good. The crowds were very good in Oklahoma City.
Were you still in Oklahoma City that game that Steph pulled up from like 50 feet to win it?
It was a Saturday night game.
That's the craziest regular season game I've ever
right over Andre Robertson. The fact that you had guys there like from the bench telling Andre, get up, get up, get up, and he never got up. And Steph was in range from across the midcourt. And that was a crazy game. All the games where Golden State played Oklahoma City were crazy. Now, granted, Golden State won the majority of them, but still, those were nuts games.
All right, I'm about to get the first beer here. Answer this question. What was the bigger deal, KD leaving or Lincoln Riley leaving, you think?
Man, that's a good question. I will say, man, that is tough. because I was in Oklahoma for Kevin Durant leaving. Of course, Lincoln Riley, I was here. So for me, I'll say Kevin Durant leaving. But I feel like many Oklahomans, and it really depends. Like if you're a Cowboys fan, you didn't care. You were actually laughing at them. But everybody in Oklahoma is really an Oklahoma City Thunder fan. So I would say KD leaving just by matter of principle of percentage of people. That's what I would say. But I mean, Lincoln Riley, historically, I mean, like Sooners fans were like, you know, nothing bad ever happened to their program. This is like one of the first things to ever be like, oh, you betrayed us, because they're obviously a blue blood in college football. And when you go to USC, another blue blood, sure, but it's like no one leaves them. Like Bob Stoops stayed there forever, but Wilkinson stayed there forever back in the 50s, 60s. Instead, I mean, they only had like a little blip there. It was like John Blake era where it was like 1-2 years and you got to get out of here. And then they thought Lincoln Riley was like, okay, this is the next chosen one.
Yeah,
He's going to stay here. And he left and essentially like pulled like a Baltimore Colts middle of the night type leavings thing. And it's just, that shocked a lot of people. But again, you had some Cowboys fans that were probably laughing. So overall, to answer your question, I'd say Kevin Durant.
All right, our first beer here. This is the Grapefruit Wheat beer.
All right.
All right, it's the Grapefruit Wheat beer. All right, so hold on. We got to give a little backstory here. 4.4 alcohol by volume. Big, I feel like you've had this before.
It's thin. No, I haven't had the grapefruit wheat.
Okay.
I like the unfiltered wheat, but I never had the grapefruit with it.
Okay, you know my rule.
I'm not a grapefruit fan, but
I'm not a grapefruit
beer.
fan either.
But grapefruit beer is better than. I don't eat grapefruits, but I have had grapefruit beer.
Have you ever taken the tour?
In St. Louis is a great one.
Have you guys ever taken the Boulevard tour?
Oh, of course.
The story's crazy.
Yeah,
like how this got started is a crazy story.
Yeah, just pale ale and like wheat. They had. Hey, by the way, Top Gun. I actually went to the theater. You'd be proud.
You saw Top Gun?
It was my first time at the theater since concussion.
Okay, hold on. We got to hear this story after we finish this beer. We got to hear this story.
All right. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, it smells good. Oh, that's a good summer beer right there. That grapefruit, because I love wheat's my favorite beer they have. Oh, Martin. When you put the grape, see, I told you I'm not a grapefruit fan, but you put it in beer, it's different. For the end of summer, hot days, this is like this still had that beer taste in it too.
Give us your ranking.
I'm gonna go 7.9. I really liked it.
All right.
I'm gonna go 8.5. I like this. This is good.
It was good.
It's good.
All right, hold on. Let me take a picture of this. I'm gonna Rob, come over here and give us your score real quick. Hold on.
Now, are we going by like the Romanian judge?
No,
are we
just
going
not.
strict judge? Okay, yeah.
No.
You remember the Olympics back in the day with like 6.0 and it'll be like 4.5 for the Romanian judge?
Oh, I mean, some of these we're not really not playing around.
Okay.
All right, Rob, what you got?
6.9. It's fine. I don't like the grapefruit element of it though.
I'm giving this an 8.9. I thought this
8.9.
I thought this was phenomenal.
That's the highest you've ever gone.
I don't even like grapefruit.
I told you, man, grapefruit beer makes it like coffee and beer. I don't like coffee, but coffee and beer taste good.
This was really.
What do you say? You like wheat and sweet?
Wheat and sweet. I'm telling you, this was a wheat
and
with a little bit of sweet. Yeah, this was an 8.9. Perfect. This was an 8.9. All right, Bing. Give us your Top Gun Maverick review.
Okay. Well, I had never been to a theater since. Because you stream everything, right? You watch it at home or whatever. So I didn't realize that they have all these fancy movies now. They get digital. You can do IMAX. You got to reserve your seats, and they're like in the middle of whatever.
It's a lot going on.
It is a lot going on. But does anybody actually sit in the seats they reserve, or do they just sit wherever?
Not at all.
I think I went to
the only way you got to do that is if you go to like a Marvel movie the first day, then you got to sit.
Well, I think I went to the regular one, right? Well, I'll tell you this much: Mom is addicted to Top Gun now. Like she's watched the original now a couple times. She made me take her to the Maverick. Like Mom didn't push me to go this. I haven't been to a movie since 1989 with Mom till this one. We finally went to another. It was Christmas Vacation when it first came out.
What'd you think about the movie?
I thought Top Gun 2. I like it better than the first one.
I love this movie.
First one had too much love stuff. Number 2 was a little bit, but it's more airplanes. I wanted more airplanes.
I knew from the first 5 minutes of the movie, like, oh, it's about to be really good.
It is good.
I don't know if you've seen. I don't want to spoil it. Have you seen Top Gun Maverick?
I've already spoiled one thing today.
But I need the excite seats, that move, Harold.
I've finally seen the original Top Gun.
Okay.
So maybe I'll get into Top Gun 2 territory. But I watched the first I watched the first 5 minutes of the first Top Gun. I was like, this stinks. And then now I finally watch it because everyone talked about Top Gun 2. So I was like,
It's
am I missing
phenomenal.
something with
It's
Top Gun?
phenomenal.
And Top Gun 1 was like fine. I agree. It was a little lovey-dovey, too much.
It's too much.
And I
too
got
much love
tired of
stuff.
that music over and over and again, Top Gun. But
They only play that song one time in this one.
okay, well then I'm in.
They only play Danger Zone one time.
I'm
What,
in.
what seats did you sit those reclining seats? Because they have some that you can sit there and the seats move and you get air blown
Nah,
at
we
you.
didn't send it that
That's
way.
what I want.
We
Like,
didn't send it
for
to
the
Worlds
airplane
of Fun
stuff, I want
seats.
that.
I don't know what you got. You got the.
In Atlanta, they got Excite seats here, like big hits.
Oh,
they,
sure.
your
Yeah,
seats jar.
yeah.
Like I wouldn't mind sitting in the ones where your seats move for the airplane stuff. Like that'd be cool. I mean, that'd be real cool.
All right.
Or the full IMAX thing.
Let's get this. Let's get our next
I
beer
did that
going.
Barry Woods 24. I didn't realize they had all those
Oh, yeah, that's fancy.
theaters now. Yeah,
All right, this is the Grand Illusion. That's what this is. This is the Grand Illusion. Think this is from the Three Rings Brewery. This is in McPherson, Kansas. I know you've been to McPherson, Kansas. Go ahead and tell us a fun fact.
I haven't been to McPherson yet. We've done Wamigo with the Toto's Tacos. At least Carrington and I have.
Yeah, no, the phenomenal
But
place.
I have not been to
Wamigo?
McPherson.
I have been to
Okay,
Wamigo.
so my wife's a big Wizard of Oz fan. So
Oh, man.
Oh, okay,
Huge.
here we go.
Oh,
yeah.
This is what this
Oz
Yeah.
Museum, Oz Winery,
Yeah, she,
Toto's
she did the whole thing. Yeah, she loves it. And she brought her mom and dad too. Oh, man, she loved it.
There's a Yellow Brick Road too.
Yeah.
Oh
did
yeah,
the
it's
whole
cool.
thing.
I liked
Yeah.
Wamigo.
But Toto's Tacos is legit.
It was.
If you can get the hot sauces and bring
Did you
them
go?
back.
Did you not go?
I
Or
didn't
you
know.
did go?
I
It's
was
legit.
working
Gotta
that day, but yeah.
We've been talking about it. We were talking about it on the air one time. People were suggesting, so I went down there to it.
Oh.
And like the next weekend, Carrington.
Well, she enjoyed Wamigo, and then the funny part is she drove back, and they had never been to Topeka, and she drove.
Oh.
She went to Topeka in like 15 minutes. They were out of there, and they were like, "This is terrible."
You got to go to the Brown versus Board Education.
Well, she's not a big history. I would. Oh yeah, I'm kind of a history.
I
buff.
went. It was cool.
Yeah.
What's the ABV on this one, Dot?
What you say?
What's the ABV on this one?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get this for you. This is 6.0.
See, I think you'd like that wheat more too because you drink more of them. Like that's rapid consumption. I call it anything in the fours.
All right.
You're getting.
Hold on. Let me
territory
read
like
the
a Bud
description
Light or
real quick.
something.
This is copious amounts of late addition of dry hops provide heavy citrus aromas, yet minimal bitterness to fool your senses.
Is it a full IPA? Is it a full IPA?
This is a New England IPA.
Okay,
this is a
it's lighter. Yeah, you're gonna like this, Rob. Rob's gonna like this.
all right. My random question for this
Smell
is going to
the
be name a random New England Patriot. Where this is a New England IPA, just name a random Patriot.
Teddy Bruschi.
Teddy Bruschi.
I should have gone.
Teddy Bruschi.
I should have gone Grogan. Had a little K-State mix in there.
Oh, yeah, I'm about to say Steve Grogan. That would have been a good one.
Mosey
I'm
Tatupu.
trying to think of someone who's just like,
I'm going.
not like no one would.
Remember
know.
Andre
Like,
Tippett?
Yeah,
I'm going David Patton. Wasn't that a wide
David
receiver
Patton,
they had? David Patton.
gosh.
I'm going David Patton. That's who I'm going to go for.
cheap out in here. Randy Moss.
Oh my
No,
goodness!
I said cheap out.
Harold, who was your favorite football player growing up?
Randall Cunningham.
I should have known that. You're an Eagles guy. I should have known. Exactly. All right, let's drink our Grand Illusion. Hold on, let me take my picture. Hold on.
Rob's gonna like that. There's some
I
hoppy
like at
bounce
this
to
point
it.
we know what the other person's gonna like.
Yeah, we do. Wheat and sweet.
Wheat and
Hop.
sweet.
And I'm everything. I like dark beers though. I like stouts, porters, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Wheat and sweet.
Well, you know me with my German heritage. I'm a big stout guy. So,
It was German heritage.
See, Harold would like the stouts with me.
yeah,
I'll get somebody that would not give it like threes like you guys.
I'm still waiting. Like Rusty Kuntz and I were supposed to get a stout one day. That was like the whole goal of the
Oh.
conversation. In Arizona sometime.
Does he like stouts?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. But
Oh.
like he just said, like we were just reveling in how strong our last names are, and we're like, well, we got to be stout guys. Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, but
It's hard to find them in the
Yeah.
summertime because
Exactly,
these guys
yeah.
tried some kind of winter lager or something a couple weeks ago. It's like too early for it, man. Wait till it gets cold outside.
Looks like a struggle.
Bink, you
over
already know. You
Just
already know
really
what
a
I'm gonna say.
struggle.
Go ahead and give your.
I'm gonna say you're good. Like, okay, I'll give mine. I'm gonna say I think it's strong. I'm gonna give it like a 6.9, close to 7. I think you're gonna go in the threes.
I can't give it a B. I'm gonna go 7.8.
Wow,
You really liked it then. 7.8. Yeah,
Harold likes beer,
7.8.
man.
I like beer.
Harold likes beer.
I like beer. Like, you might get the same number. Really. I like beer.
I was gonna give it a 7.1.
There you
It's
go.
hoppy, but it's not super hoppy.
It's not
A
super
little
hoppy.
sweet. That's good beer.
New England IPAs are. I think you could stomach those more than other like West Coast IPAs and stuff. New England, they're a little bit softer.
5.3.
Whoa,
5.3.
it's
for me.
decent for you.
This was.
Carrington had never had IPA. He had never had all this stuff. He's a new world for him.
Yeah, I just
never had an IPA.
I mean, I had one. I just knew I didn't really like them. But the thing over this is I found IPAs. We had this one, Bell's, was it?
Yeah,
Yes.
you liked
Incredible.
it. Loved it.
Okay. When was the first IPA you ever? Like, when did you ever have your first IPA?
Probably something. Isn't a Tank 7 IPA?
Yeah,
I had that before.
No, it's a farmhouse ale.
Yeah.
Oh. He's saying words I don't know. He feel like he cursed me out in another language
It's
over
very
there.
potent though. It's
Say
like
something. What?
it's what like
What'd you
9
call me?
It's a farmhouse, so it was 9 or
what,
10%, something like that. I think 7 it's high.
I was going to say that's what
It'll kick you.
do the
That-
Danny Shelton press conference. You know, just change all your words to French.
Tell you what though, that wheat's legit. You would like the Schlafly has a grapefruit beer.
I normally don't like grapefruit beers.
I don't like grapefruit, but I don't like coffee
that
either.
was phenomenal.
But
That was a good
Schlafly
one, yeah.
makes a coffee beer I like
That
too.
was a good one.
By the way, I just picked up some Bob's 47 Oktoberfest. They start brewing, I think, in May.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
freshest
That
in
sounds good.
August. You go to any liquor store now, you can start getting Oktoberfest blends. You'd like it because you
Yeah.
like dark beers. But now's when they come out. Now's when they hit the shelves is in August. And
What
people
is
think
this?
September, October. No, the freshest Oktoberfest comes out now.
Nice.
What is this called, Rob? Checo?
You'd like Mother's Winter Grind too. Springfield. It's got a little coffee notes to it. That
Ooh.
Mother's Winter's Grind, they call it.
Yeah.
All right,
Mother's
this
Ring.
is I think this is Checo. It's a double India Pale Ale. It's a local. It's from Torn Label, right
Okay.
here in the city.
That's a good brewery.
Good.
This is a I already said that. Let me get the alcohol by volume for you. 9.
9. It's legit. Nice job, Torn Label.
9.
There we
Nice
go.
job, Torn Label.
There we go.
9.
The good stuff.
9 series.
I'll tell you this
Yeah,
right
we
now.
gotta do it,
You're
yeah.
not gonna like it. Rob will like it.
Oh, we went with the medicine cups. This one.
Those are the one you go to the dentist. You gotta
Dentist,
like
yeah,
they get a little
exactly, yeah.
fluoride.
Send
Exactly.
you pee in before.
Yeah,
You gotta need a little.
I was saying
Here's my
it's
sample.
definitely we need to
Just don't spill it, you know.
Yeah.
That's the way we do drug test in here. Oh.
Gosh. All right, 9.9, you said?
Oh
This is a
boy,
9.
Oh,
This is
just
a
9,
This is
okay.
a 9. This is a 9.
that's got a lot
I
of
just
hop.
had-
That's gonna kick up.
Yeah,
into the
Harold, tell us
sevens,
the
I think.
story of your first concert.
Ooh, first concert. What was the first
I got a feeling yours is like New Edition or something.
No. Okay. This is gonna be really sad.
Here we go.
It was Vanilla Ice. And it was at so I grew up in Nashville. They had this concert arena venue, what have you, right across from the newly built at the time Titan Stadium. And I'm forgetting the name of it because it's changed like 3-4 times since then. But it was Vanilla Ice, and it was $2 to get in. And this is like mid 90-ish, so he's a little bit past his prime. But it was $2 to get in, and it was one of the worst things I've ever been to. He only did 3 songs.
He probably did Ice Baby twice.
One
I
was a
knew it.
remix, and that was it. He was out of there.
Isn't
Yeah, it
he
was
playing
bad.
at Coffin Stadium here in
Next
like
week?
this-
Yeah, it's like
Next
Black
week.
Street.
Mm-hmm. Salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Well, he was doing like a home improvement show.
Yes, that's
One day I was like
yeah.
on one of those HGTVs, and there's Vanilla Ice doing
Yeah.
like down in Miami. I didn't know he was still singing.
Bink and I have like a lot in common.
Yeah.
Shared taste.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
HGTV. And I've been watching that Mighty Cruise show lately. That Smithsonian Channel. I don't know if you guys get that.
Yeah.
They show you
that's
like
what-
cruises. It's not a reality show. It is, but it's a documentary style. You know,
Yeah,
you
check
like
it out.
I think you'd like
What
it.
was I going to ask you? Oh, Bink already drank his. I'll ask you. The next question will be about that.
All right. Here we go.
Oh, I drank too early again.
It's okay. No worries. I was asking a double question, so you know
Oh,
what? I'm not
double
going to trip
question.
about that.
It's double IPA, so you
Yeah, double question.
Still good.
I was
That's
going
really
to ask
smooth,
you, since you're from Nashville, you remember a time where you guys didn't have an NFL team
Yes.
and then did have an NFL team. What was that like?
Oh, it was boring. So
I mean, I've just always lived in a city that had one, you know?
yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, the whole story about me being an Eagles fan, I always tell people, it's like, well, it's because my dad's from Jersey, my mom was from New Orleans. I like my dad more. And I just followed that team, and that was the Eagles. But yeah, when the Titans came, it didn't change things a lot. I can remember back when they came, everybody would come in their favorite SEC jersey, and most people wore an orange number 16 jersey because of Peyton Manning.
What?
Yeah, so the Vols were still like the kingpin, and for the longest time they were. But when the Titans made the Super Bowl the first year they played there,
Mhm.
that kind of changed things a little
Yeah,
bit. But
100%.
it's always been a college football state. It's always been Vols. So I mean, everybody watched the Vols. Now, I grew up near Vanderbilt, so I mean, I'd go to Vandy games every now and again and watch them get crushed.
It's sad.
Oh, it's very sad.
I've been to one. I saw Missouri play there a while ago.
It's gotten worse.
The next day, right?
Yep, that was when they always did a little double dip. And
that's right. Yeah. That was 3 years ago, right?
They did it. This was before. This was maybe like 14. They've done it. It's actually happened twice.
Okay.
Recently. I don't know how it's lined up like that.
Yeah, it's lined up. Yeah,
it's lined up like that twice. But no, I went. This was when Henry Josie was still at Mizzou. So this was a while ago. This is a while ago. I'm old. You know what I mean?
No.
I'm old.
I got you. I remember Henry Josie.
All right. What's your Mount Rushmore Tennessee athletes? So assume Peyton's on there.
He's technically not from Tennessee.
I mean, he went to Tennessee. I'll count him. He has to count.
Wilma Rudolph. That's an automatic there. Penny Hardaway.
It's a good one. Penny.
Yeah. Well, you got to include. I mean, Memphis is basketball. Like they're just a basketball. Wilma Rudolph for sure. I would say Steve McNair.
That's four. If we're counting Peyton.
And Peyton, yeah. There you go.
We're counting. All right, cool. Peyton.
I mean,
top.
Some would argue
these are an eclectic variation of beers today.
Rob did a good job. Did you get these? Nice job.
This is good.
Where'd you get these at?
You said twice a week we're doing this?
This place
awesome.
over there.
I'm settled in now.
Sometimes we do it on the air.
Yeah, hey. Well, we did that one time. We he was like, Binks like on Friday nights, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm in because high school football season's over. Come on in. And he's like, we got like we came on and like you had an actual brewery, like the people from the brewery coming out. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, I had always read like 60 of those breweries. I've had just about every brewery come in. They keep growing. It keeps getting more and more.
I mean, shout out Cinder Block Brewery in North Kansas City.
Oh yeah,
that's the one
they're a good one. Yeah, I like going there too. They're they're the ones that did the 610 collaboration.
Nice.
Last year in playoff time, we had this beer called the Opadrone, which in Italian means playoffs.
Yeah.
And so we were pumping it, and then they brewed it, but it was like a 610 Cinder Block collaboration.
Gotcha.
But I go there, and then the Call Sign Brewery is just down the road there. It's a good one to go to.
Hey, wait till I tell you the alcohol by volume on this bad boy.
What is it?
I'm ready.
10.5.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice job, Rob.
So we just keep going up.
10.5 is nuts.
Like,
what's wrong with you, man?
Are we just getting like straight alcohol?
No, we didn't even rank the other one. We didn't rank the Checo.
Okay,
we didn't rank the Checo.
You may go. You know what? I liked it a little bit. It wasn't quite as smooth as the other. I was 6.7.
I mean, I love beer, man. I love beer. 7.6, 7.6.
We got a Harold come back. You're the easiest.
But I be careful though here because we have so many beers.
Yeah, I'm just careful with my rating. It's like,
although that grapefruit was really, really, really good.
That grapefruit was
good. This was the best one. This is a solid 7.3. This is
a
really good beer.
All right.
I figured you'd be.
It's hoppy. It's smooth. You can have multiple of them. This is a good beer.
This is my least favorite beer that we've had so far. This is a 4.5 for me. This was
double hops.
This was my least favorite one. Like if you're asking me, would I rather have the Grand Illusion again or the Checo? I'm drinking the Checo.
Carrington started making a lot of sense. Like I cannot come. I'm not I can't rate things well. I was like, I like beer.
Yeah.
I will say I am the guy that goes to any beer counter or whatever bar counter. I'm like, just give me whatever you like pick because I'm gonna like it. I guarantee.
I like going Hy-Vee sometimes and just finding something that I never tried. Just they look 6-pack looks good.
Yeah.
I think the other day with that right there is the basis of this podcast.
Yeah.
That is the basis.
That's kind of what I did.
Rob. Good idea.
Although we've had probably, we've done these podcasts a lot now. We're getting up there. Well, which beer is this?
Hold on, I'll read it to you. Let me grab myself a cup here.
I think I got this one straight for you.
This is total bourbon. I can smell it.
This is okay. Hold on, let me read this to you. Yeah. This is Clown Shoes. This is Crunkle Sam. This is the American Barley Wine Ale, aged in bourbon barrels.
Yeah, I can smell
malty smooth.
Yeah.
It's malty, but it's also smooth. A 10.5 alcohol by volume.
This is it.
Employee owned. It's employee owned.
Where's it out of?
Hold on. Let me go ahead. I got to do some more reading here. This is Barrel Guild. This is Boston, Massachusetts, and Windsor, Vermont. Vermont is not a real place.
Well, the thing is about these bourbon barrels.
You don't know anybody from Vermont. You've never been to Vermont.
I've only heard of Bernie Sanders.
You could smell the bourbon.
Oh wait, what was the kid? So I went to Syracuse for graduate school. Vermont beat Syracuse. helicopter, and the kid hit that three from like
Catamount.
Yeah, it was in Birmingham, and the kid hit it from like 45 feet away. Yeah,
The Catamounts. All right, I got one question here because I know you can answer this.
All right.
When you used to build a dynasty on NCAA, what was the school you would randomly pick?
Pittsburgh. That was a random school. Yeah.
I used to use Wyoming to get myself in the Pac-12 and all that, or the Big Ten.
Now, when they got the FCS schools or IAAs, I still call them IAAs. Indiana State.
Okay.
Always use the safety or corner at outside linebacker to get that speed around the edge.
Oh,
Always.
my goodness.
All my receivers were 6'4", 220
Cheating
pounds.
the depth
Our
chart.
linemen were all 300.
I'm happy they fixed that glitch. Because people like you used to dominate the game.
I did that because
My friend used to always, he used to play with USC. And there was this guy, his name was Sharice Wright. I don't know if you guys remember him or not. Sharice Wright. He played in the league for a little bit. He would just run the triple option.
Oh, yeah.
And his speed was 99. Like, bro, this is stupid. Like, what are you
like Barry Sanders, Techno Bowl, just give him the ball?
Yeah, he would just run the double. And I'm like, bro, because then you can't tackle him. And then if you pitch it, he pitches it to Reggie Bush. Like, bro, this is stupid. Like, what are we doing here?
You're running the option. All these guys. I didn't have like names, but I had to recruit them. But when you start being good, you can get better players.
It's funny you mentioned Reggie Bush. The most like I can remember drunk I ever was watching.
You like beer?
Yeah,
we learned that.
True. Reggie Bush, USC versus Fresno State. It was like a 9:30 game on like FS regional whatever, and he did the behind the back thing. I remember I was so hammered, but I was so into that game. I was like, whoa! I'm gonna remember that play, even though I can't remember where the hell I am.
Rob always makes fun of me. There's 3 college athletes that they randomly come up on the show. Reggie Bush in that game is one of them.
Yeah.
He says I love Cam Newton's 1 year at Auburn more than any other person.
Fantastic year.
And Peter Warwick. I love Peter Warwick.
You know what though? Cam was awesome, but that last year of Vince Young that he won the Heisman.
Maybe Reggie Bush.
Seriously, it's one of the best seasons ever in college football.
I don't disagree with you.
Remember his 4th and 15 against the Jayhawks?
They still beat
Big 12, baby. Big 12.
Look at Rob.
That was the biggest play that year.
All right, let's
national title.
That's when Mangino goes, Big 12, baby, Big 12.
Hey, dollar signs.
Dollar signs.
BCS.
That's what he said. BCS. Dollar signs.
Immediately got fined by the commissioner.
He said, "You know what it is.
You know
BCS. That's it. Dollar signs."
That was one of the great. That's one of the great. Oh gosh.
Nice job, Rob.
Oh my goodness.
That's really nice. Barley wine's nice. That's high potent. The Bourbon Barrel, Founders Brewery up in Michigan, they kind of cornered the bourbon barrels. Like they were getting like all of them. Mm-hmm. And then other companies started doing it. They have these beers called KBS in CB, Kentucky Breakfast Stout. And it's like $20 a 4-pack. And it's real high alcohol. And people, I mean, you can find Founders beer anywhere, but the KBS is special. And Canadian Breakfast Stout, the CBS. But people will chase those trucks to get them because Founders just really has that market quarter. Now other people have bourbon barrels and stuff, but they would get like the best. That's good bourbon barrel. You can smell that bourbon.
That's good. Yeah.
Go ahead and give your ranking, man.
I'm going 8.1.
I'm going 8.3. I really enjoyed that. That was good.
It's a heavy hitter.
Yeah.
And see, I hit right in the middle here. 8.2. I love a bourbon barrel.
Nice.
The quad bourbon barrel by Boulevard, phenomenal. I think that's better than this, but this was good. 8.2.
Ooh.
Here comes like a 3.
Yeah,
Watch
I was about to
this.
say Carriage is about to get a 5 point what?
We going sweet?
Nah, I'm gonna save that one for the end. I gotta mix up these 3 in a row.
Oh,
that you've
Harold,
given me.
we did seltzers one day. These guys had me do 2 episodes of seltzers.
Tuesday was for the seltzer.
Tuesdays for
Tuesday was for the
seltzers.
All right,
seltzers.
who were the seltzer guests?
One was Sonic. It was like
No, we just did them on air.
one was all the Sonic ones.
Every time we've done it here, we've had a guest.
Dude, one of them tasted like honestly like mouthwash. Like it was like
mouthwash.
And someone even had it in KBZ. Like it tastes like mouthwash.
You said it tastes like suntan lotion.
Suntan lotion. Yeah, suntan lotion. Yeah, it's not good, Harold.
Oh man,
They brought me in. It was seltzers. And they
who's
pulled
like
those.
the best guest you've had? Like somebody that just surprised you. Like
You.
Stop. Stop. You can't. No, I can't.
Aaron really liked his beer too.
Andrew liked his beer. Okay.
We had Pete.
Well, Aaron likes beer. So
Pete came in.
Pete
likes beer.
Pete's a beer guy. Yeah.
Don't worry. Don't wait till next year, season 2. Season 2.
Oh, this isn't season 2.
But wait a minute. This is what season is this?
I thought this was a premiere of season 2.
This is season 1B. This is 1B.
1B. This is the one you got to pay an extra $20.99 on Netflix for. Okay.
Yeah, this is season 1B.
We got hazy.
All right, I like it.
I'm saving this blueberry one for the end.
Oh, is that blueberry?
No.
I saw
A little relief. Yeah.
I mean, Rob knows me well. The other beer gets a 2.3. I will never ever drink another sip of that.
This one pleases me. That one did.
Oh man, 2.3.
It's rather hoppy-ish. This must be an IPA.
We're all in the 8s, and you're at a 2.
Is this hazy IPA or something?
Hold on.
Hazer tag. This has got to be IPA.
Oh, Hazer tag. Sounds like fun.
You know, I did have a blueberry beer once.
All right, you ready? All right, let me go ahead and read this for you. This is Hazer Tag. It's a hazy IPA. Odell Brewing. Shout out to Odell Beckham. Game-changing haziness awaits in the galactic arena of hoppiness. Yo, it's too much going on right now. The galactic arena of
Rob's
hoppiness
beer, man.
is nuts.
He went heavy on the hop.
This is Fort Collins, Colorado.
Good city.
That's a good brewery.
Shout out
7% alcohol by volume.
Decent.
I actually love laser tag. I'm a big.
I think
laser
Rob's
tag
gonna
person.
like this beer too.
I
You can tell who picks beers and who doesn't.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, you can tell when Rob's in charge of the beer selection and when I'm in charge of the beer
Or
selection.
I'm bringing in those darks.
No, you can definitely tell. Harold,
Rob
what
did a
is,
good job though.
what is your 30-minute? I'm passing time. I'm just gonna watch this show right now. That's Bernie Mac's show for me. It was Fresh Prince, but I've been watching a lot of Bernie Mac the last 3 weeks.
I did have a big stretch of Fresh Prince, but right now, you ever heard of Kim's Convenience? So it's like a Canadian show. It's a Korean Canadian family that runs a Kim's Convenience store. It's pretty cool. It's my brand 30.
Where are you watching it at?
It's on Netflix.
Okay, Netflix. All right.
It's actually, it kind of grows on you. It's kind of funny.
Rob, have you seen that zombie movie with Jamie Foxx yet? The
No,
Day
I saw
Shift
that.
or Daylight?
Snoop Dogg's in there.
I gotta watch it. I just haven't watched it yet.
I just started the Untitled doc last night.
Wait, there's a zombie show with Snoop?
I gotta check that out.
Is that 2 parts or one?
I got through one part last night.
Are they 2 hours or?
They're each an hour. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Did you see the Woodstock one on Netflix?
I've heard it's good.
Man,
I've heard it's good. I've heard it's really good.
I mean, I remember it, but I didn't remember how insanely,
I like that.
to use the word Danny Shelton used, 7th letter of the alphabet up it was.
That's a large human being. I didn't know how big Danny Shelton was until I saw those pictures. That is a large person.
He's listed at 345, but I think that might be
He
generous.
took on Austin Ryder in one-on-ones, and it was like, why are we doing this? No offense to Austin Ryder.
I
Love
got
Austin,
to
but
see him in person. I haven't seen him in person yet. Up until that point, the biggest human being I'd ever seen was Alan Bailey.
You can
Alan Bailey
man front
is
with
not-
him, huh?
Is not a human being, dog. I don't know what Alan Bailey is. He's
345 might be generous.
That man don't weigh no 345. That man weighs 385.
Leisure, gentleman of leisure. That's what he is.
I like those jerseys.
Yeah,
Man. They just come about here.
They could have, like, I could just see Alan Wright and the equipment staff, like, 92. Here you go. Hope it works.
If you're as big as him, you only got 2 choices in life: football player or bouncer. That's all you can be.
Yeah.
Like. You can't be nothing else.
That's
man.
fair. That's
Football player or bouncer. You can't do nothing else.
fair.
All right, Ben, go ahead. It's on you.
I'm going 6.7.
Yeah, I'm about the same. About 6.5. A little lower on my scale.
Come on, Rob. Let's see what you think about the Hazer
This
tag.
will be in the 7s.
Oh, this is definitely.
You know he loves I mean, if it's IPA, it's gonna rank high.
This is a strong 7. This is another really good IPA. Nice and hoppy. I enjoy it. 7.2.
Yep.
Watch that. Here comes another 4.
Actually, you know what?
Maybe 5s.
This is probably my second favorite beer so far today.
Okay.
I'd have to go back and I have to try the Grand Illusion. I have to go back and try them kind of side by side. The IPAs, I mean,
It's hoppier than I thought you'd like.
I feel like this is what Rob did. Rob got 2 sweet ones. So we got the blueberry one and we got the grapefruit. And then it was all Bink choices. It was all Bink favorites there. The Grand Illusion, this Checo, this one. Come on now. You know I wasn't drinking this. You know I wasn't going to like it. This game is rigged. We got to start calling this cocktails with carrots.
That seltzer was
Not
rigged.
calling it beers with
That
Bink.
seltzer
Cocktails
game
with
was
carrot.
rigged that you had me
Cocktails
do.
like carrot. That sounds like something that should be on like Peacock.
All right, hold on. I got to tweet out this next one. Hold on. And then I will, I'll pour out the, hold on.
I didn't realize that grapefruit wheat was made. I don't see that in liquor stores though, Rob. I mean, that's a good find.
I mean, we got these a while back. So it was like still like the heart of summer. So
Okay.
It was like the end of the run. I'm like, ooh.
That's very summer
Yeah.
beer.
Summer beer. Those are always
If
good.
you tried like Schlafly's grapefruit, that's about the best
Yeah.
grapefruit I've had.
I like Schlafly beers a lot.
Yeah,
Schlafly's really good
they
stuff.
make a good coffee stout too. It's they have a brewery down there in St. Louis. It's real close to hockey. So I always make sure I stop there.
Oh, you guys do have hockey. The Predators.
Yeah.
Or Nashville. Are they still there? I don't care. I can't tell you nothing about the NHL.
They are still.
They might have moved 10 years ago. You could have told me. You could have told me anything about the Predators.
They made the playoffs. And when you asked about the Mount Rushmore of Tennessee sports, I was about to add Thomas Bocoon, who was the goalkeeper who was during the Stanley Cup run a few years back.
Did they win the Stanley Cup?
They lost to Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay. All right.
Lost to the Penguins 4-1.
Big sports guy. I don't know if you know that or not.
Big sports guy. Yeah,
it's actually a really raucous crowd there. I mean, they really like it.
Well, they do the thing where they throw the fish out on the ice, and then
they throw fish on ice.
They throw
in
fish
Detroit,
on
they
ice.
throw an octopus.
Yeah, and then Detroit throws an octopus. And then when they get a penalty, it's the fang fingers. That's what they do.
So let me get this
You
straight.
ever thrown an octopus?
Yeah.
See that?
No, I've never seen an octopus in real life before.
We got to throw one.
I just hold on because people buy
You ever been to
fish.
Seattle?
Yeah.
I
know, but I'm saying I'm saying
He's been in Napa Valley too.
okay, but I'm saying they buy a fish.
Cocktails.
Yeah,
Valley, there it is.
So hold on though. They buy a fish. They walk into the arena with the fish.
Yes.
They're waiting for a hat trick. But a hat trick might
No, it's just a goal.
any goal.
Yeah.
Okay. So they throw an octopus on there. It could be any goal.
Yeah.
The best was when they went to Pittsburgh for the Stanley Cup and some Nashville fan sneaked the fish in, despite Pittsburgh's
You had
best
to put it up
efforts.
your shirt or something. They want your fish
still
coming in.
chucked it onto the ice.
Yeah. They make it hard to bring your fish in.
Yo, you out here sneaking in the halibut? That's what you're doing at the arena? That's the vibe.
When's Kansas City gonna get I would love to see this town get a basketball or hockey.
I don't want a hockey team because I don't want to have to learn how to pronounce their names. I'll be messing it up every day. The text line will make fun of me. I don't want to do that.
So I was at the National.
I'll forward you one over here.
I was at the National Association of Black Journalists convention, and they had some of the Sports Center anchors up there, and they all readily admitted they knew nothing about hockey. It was like Elle Duncan's of the world. They were like, "Nope, nope." They're just like, "Nope."
You was the one just recently in Vegas?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It's heavy blueberry.
Where do you stay in Vegas? Where's your hotel of choice?
I mean, I've only been there now 3 times, and honestly, my hotel of choice is to not go to Vegas. It's not my cup of tea. No offense.
No, everybody's different.
Yeah,
I love Vegas, but
I stay at the Bally's.
I definitely get why people don't. I definitely can get it.
I stay at the Bally's.
What about Vegas? Do you not like? What is it like? This isn't my thing.
Well, I'm not a big gambler. One, and I feel like that's 40% of the appeal.
It's 100% of it.
Yeah, and then I mean the other parts is like shows and the glamour. I don't like walking around down. I mean the Bellagio fountains, great, but like everything else, like I don't feel like every 5 minutes or every 1 minute being approached like, hey, come to this club, come to this club. I'm like, no, I'm good.
I
Those hotels are next to each other, but they take an hour to get.
Exactly. But like, okay, Fremont Street
is fun. Really
that's fun. That was good. Yeah.
Really fun. I stay at the Link. I'm a big Link person. It's right in the middle, cheap, easy to walk. Like, I don't getting a really nice room in Vegas. Like I'm not gonna be in this room long enough to really get the benefit out of it.
I got married at Caesars.
For real?
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know the story.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah. You
learn. So I'm telling you, drink beers, gonna make you learn some stuff.
Blueberry. First time I had a blueberry was out in Rhode Island. They had a brewery called Newport Storm. And his first thing is New England. It was Rhode Island blueberries.
You got to have great beer if it's called the Newport.
I even got it on a boat one time. Went to an island, Block Island, outside Rhode Island, because there's a brewery out there. But they put a lot of the blueberries that they make in that state in their beer. That's the first time I had a blueberry beer, which I actually liked.
Bing, why are we not opened up a place called Bink's Brews? What are we doing?
Well, Nibbins and I got a logo out. We're ready to do it.
I'm
got a logo?
Yeah.
Bink's Brews. Let's drink our beer and think of Bink's Brews. This was not an inspiring.
That's bitter beer face right there on Rob.
This was not an inspiring round of beers with Bink today. I can't lie to you.
You left that for the anchor leg?
Yeah, it was.
He said,
It was almost seltzery.
all right, go ahead, Bink. It's our final beer.
5.9.
Yeah, I gotta go a little lower. And I mean, I like beer as we've established.
If it was
throughout this
seltzer, it'd be like a
broadcast.
2.
But I give it a 4.2.
I'm gonna say 4.9. That's like a worse version of a Leinenkugel Summer Shandy. It's too sweet, not beer enough. No,
My expectations
4.9.
were high because of blueberry, but
My expectations, I thought it was gonna be a little. I thought it was gonna be a little sweeter, man. I'd rather drink a Truly's than drink that. If you're telling me right now you're gonna hand me a Truly or that, I'd much rather have the Truly. Have you guys had the Simply Lemonade drinks yet?
no.
phenomenal. I love Simply Lemonade. You know, I love sweet.
Harold and I don't get past the beer section. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get it. I understand.
I'm more of an aisle 2 guy.
Yeah, no, I got it. I got it. I got it. All right, Harold, we'll let you do it first. Rank give us your 3 favorites.
Oh man, look, okay. All right. Well, the first one, I'll go 1.
That was your favorite?
Yeah, I think that's the one I ranked the highest.
Yeah, okay.
And then
the grapefruit,
the 2 heavier ones, the bourbon one, I'll go 2.
Okay, the bourbon one.
And then the 3, I think that was the one we did before it.
The Checo.
Yeah, and then we'll go, and then the second one we did was 4.
Okay.
The last one was 6, and whatever the one I'm missing is 5.
Okay. All right, Bink, where you at?
You know, I'm going number 1. I'm going that clown shoes.
Oh wow, you got the bourbon one number 1.
Yeah.
Well, I had number 2. Yeah, it was good.
I'm going clown shoes. I'm doing the grapefruit wheat 2, and number 3, the Grand Illusion, torn label one.
All right. I gotta go grapefruit wheat number 1. I mean, it's kind of 1 by default. The grapefruit wheat is the only one out of here I would order. If I was paying my own money, that's the only one I would pay for. Is the grapefruit wheat. I guess the Hazer tag. I mean, I'm not inspired by it by any means. And Grand Illusion, the blueberry lemonade shandy was a catfish. It was the packaging really had me sold that it was gonna. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be out of the park. I was expecting
something you would like. Actually,
speaking of man's tail.
Yeah. No, it was a catfish. So yeah, I gotta go grapefruit wheat 1, Hazer tag 2, Grand Illusion 3. You know, this was not an inspiring round. This was not an inspiring round of beers. It was definitely interesting.
I thought it was good.
It was definitely interesting.
Didn't end on a good note, but
yeah.
No, we ended on
the end note was terrible.
That might have honestly. I mean,
what about you, Rob?
I can even acknowledge that might have been the worst one.
That was a bad season finale.
Yeah, the blueberry lemonade shandy was maybe the worst one.
No, the bourbon one's the best. Grand Illusion 2, Checo 3, Grapefruit 4, Hazer Tag 5, the Lemonade 8.
No, that was bad. The blueberry lemonade was bad.
We did Fulton one day because Henry brought some down, and so we tried all the different Fultons. By the way, they just hit us up on Twitter saying they bring us more Fultons.
Yeah, let's do it.
I was like, we already did 6 different Fultons because Henry brought me a lot of
beers.
do
it.
That's how it's done.
Henry came down and just brought a lot of beer. So we had Henry in here for a beer segment.
We got one Monday. Can we do one on Monday? We got a day game on Monday.
We'll see. I'll check.
All right, let's see if we can do it.
See if I can do it.
All right, this was this blueberry one. Just people to know. Saugatuck Brewing, 5% alcohol by volume. Saugatuck. I don't feel like it's local, so I feel like I can.
Seems East Coast.
All right, yes,
or Michigan.
Yeah, that's
stay away. I mean, I had to make sure. So if that was torn label, I wouldn't tell you.
Where is Saugatuck Brewing?
I don't know. Hold on, I'm trying to find it here. Listen to this. This is a straight lie from hell. You're craving something light-bodied, refreshing, and unique. That's why we've created our tasty version of a Radler with an added twist of blueberry flavor. There was nothing tasty about this. This was not refreshing or unique or bold or body. None of it.
Saugatuck's a city in Michigan, so I assume
that
makes
sense.
To me.
Yeah, it sounds very
Douglas, Michigan.
It sounds like this is where Draymond Green is from.
Is it? He from there?
Flint.
He seems like he's from Saugatuck. He just that's what I mean, I guess.
If not, he knows how to pronounce Saugatuck.
He's
very familiar with the Saugatuckians.
Yeah. All right. That was that's really the entire thing. Harold, there's not much, there's some podcasts might be that's our whole gimmick. That's all we do.
I mean, drinking and easy questions. That's my type of podcast.
Yeah, very, very easy.
That's very good.
What do you have going on in Fox 4? What's anything coming up football season wise?
Man, well, I know myself personally, I mean, check out the HBCU series that I did on the Chiefs. That was pretty cool. Part 5 parts of it. So check that out.
Is it on the website? I'm asking for myself. I haven't even seen it.
It's actually on the website, Fox4K.
Okay.
Right. I mean, I got a link on my Twitter. You can go there.
I'll tweet it out then. I haven't seen it.
And then it's at the top. It's pinned. Let's see. KCABJ, Kansas Association of Black Journalists. We've got a J Shop. We brought back the youth journalism shop for the first time in a few years. That's been pretty cool. A lot of their favorite journalists are going to be speaking there Thursday. It's at the Urban League. That's pretty cool. So come check that out and support us because we're kind of grassroots. We need all the money we can get. Let's see what else. KC End Zone's coming up. when the season starts. That's obviously Sunday morning. So your pregame show for that. I'm also teaching at Avila.
Oh man, Professor Kuntz.
Yeah, exactly. I'm also teaching at Avila. I mean, it was really cool because they said they're cutting the adjunct salary, but they wanted to bring me back, even though I was an adjunct, because I guess I did pretty good the first year. So that's pretty cool. Also, I'll be doing some stuff with Big 12 now on ESPN Plus. That announcement's coming soon. So
you got a lot of stuff going on.
You
got a lot of stuff going on here.
I'm also a husband, so
you got a lot of stuff going on.
I'm keeping busy, but it's good. You know, Kansas City is, it's been 3.5 years here. So Kansas City's fortunately has embraced me, so I'm embracing it back.
And he lives in the great area of Kansas City.
North
All
Kansas
right,
City.
you all right with me, Harold. All right, man. We're out of here. Virtual pound over there to our guy Bink. Maybe we have another one on Monday. I don't know if we're gonna have one on Monday or not, but the Royals do have a day game on Monday, so I'm gonna plan for another Beers and Bank.